tonight's Big Brother 18 chat. It's a special night for episode 39.
Hey everybody, it's eviction time!
Yay! This should not have been a surprise to the house guests.
But it was, apparently. Did they not watch the show? Especially you, Nicole. Come on.
Come on.
So Paul and Vic, if you remember, got boned last week by Corey.
They had a Final Four deal with Nicole and Corey, and they were just like, nope, we're going to put them up.
So of course they were pissed, especially Victor.
I think Paul got it. He, like, understood, but Victor...
But he was still pissed. I mean,
Victor was taking it really hard, though.
Yeah,
He's like, I'm not even going to talk to them. But Paul was like, I'm going to go up there and work my magic.
Right. So Paul goes up there and he's like, is there any hope of salvaging this, or are you just going to have me bend over and push it in?
Can we... Can we play that gif of Nicole when she's just like...
Yeah.
It's not salvageable. They want Victor out. He's won so many competitions. He's come back twice.
Right. So
it's
they're
time.
Like, yeah, Victor's really angry. Maybe you should talk to him because...
So Corey's like, come on, doggy, come upstairs.
Hey, get up here.
I know you're hurting.
Yeah. So Victor comes up and he's like, I thought we had a thing.
He's like, I thought this was like a Final Four. Yeah. What the crap? What the crap happened here?
Alright, so when he finds out that he got, he turns into angry Victor, and he's like...
You don't want to see him when he's angry, Vic.
That's pretty stupid, though, too, because, gee, would you want to keep somebody who gets it? Or you want to keep somebody who's going to try and
He
wring your neck?
knows he's going anyway. There was no changing their minds.
Alright, well...
So he's like, yeah, if I stay in this house, I'm coming after you. Guess what? You don't really have much of a choice, and it's not up to you anyway, if you were to win HOH.
Well, it's time for the POV, and it's BB Comics!
Yay! I was worried that they weren't going to do it this season.
I love this
It's so much fun.
It's the old zip line, you peek in the window like some freak, and then you have to recreate the comic setup. There's one for each one of the house guests.
Yeah, so not only do you have to get them in order, but there are differences, subtle differences between your options, so you need to really pay attention.
They even had one for Glenn, Dr. Groom.
Yeah, so some of the best ones.
Udi's Booty.
Udi's Booty.
Is it Udi or Udi?
I think it's Udi.
I think it's Udi. They had Jose the Messiah. Mess.
That's
big
great.
old mess. Why did Nicole not get the one for... She was like, oh, Corey looks so cute. But you know what? His said, this Christmas, kiss your ass goodbye.
Does that mean he's dumping Nicole?
Nicole.
Yeah, she didn't take it that way.
She should have, because I think that's what it meant.
Yeah, what we didn't see was, I'm pretty sure Corey was not happy about his comic, because...
Why was she on it?
Yeah, he made some sort of comment, and oh my god, that whole night Nicole was like, are you sure you're not upset that I was in your comic? Oh, but are you sure? They had L Fit Vic. I have to say that was my favorite. He looked pretty spectacular.
My
favorite was Big Meech, Vomit Crybaby. I don't know if she's going to be too happy about that.
They had her in a terry cloth onesie, but she was looking very fluffy.
She was carrying a bucket of vomit.
I don't think she'd be mad about the vomit.
I'd be like, yep, that's me.
Thanks a lot, Big Brother. It's not like she doesn't have any body
dysmorphia. Yeah. What was I gonna say?
Were you gonna say that James zoned out on Natalie's and was just like...
No, but he totally should not have been promoted!
Yeah, he should have been GI camo, or court-martialed camo.
Guy who wears camouflage. No, I'm just kidding. Thank you for your service, James.
Guy who bought camouflage at Kmart and now wears it.
Alright.
Alright.
There was another one I was gonna mention.
Corey couldn't find the ladder. At first.
Yeah, that was really sad.
On the other side.
That was sad.
Hey, where's the ladder, guys? I can't get up.
Oh, I was gonna say, I can't believe Paul's was like motor mouth. Friendship? He's had so many catchphrases and they didn't use any of them.
Yeah.
I'm a little surprised there.
James timed out. He couldn't even finish.
Yeah, that was... I'm pretty sure he was not even trying, though. He didn't want to win that. He was throwing it.
Nicole smoked them all. She already did this one.
Yeah, there is, I mean, a certain amount of strategy in this because, yeah, you gotta have good memory.
Right.
To, you know, figure out the order and everything.
You also gotta really zone in on...
the details.
My strategy would have been to look at them and see what the differences were.
Right, and then look at the specific...
Right.
That's the smart thing to do.
Right.
But I feel like if you haven't played or at least seen this competition, you wouldn't think of that right away. And I think that really helped Nicole out because she freaking dominated this. It wasn't even close.
Well, she beat the closest one by 3 minutes.
I thought it was more than that.
No, because Paul had 18.
And she had 13.
Okay. Alright, so guess who's in the studio with Julie? It's Derek.
From BB16, the winner.
Love us, yeah.
He's got a lot of stuff going on right now,
does.
and I'm really surprised that they didn't let him plug any of it. He's got like a new show coming out. Guess it's not affiliated with CBS. He's got a book he's working on.
Isn't it Discovery?
Yeah.
Alright, so were you surprised that 3 couples made it to the end, Derek?
I mean, he was in a very strong duo on his season, so like...
He had a genuine bond with Cody.
Right.
What's your strategy for winning, Derek? Well, you get into a house with people who are really dumb, and then you just be yourself.
You gotta admit, though, he's strong. I would like to see how he would do against some all-stars. I think that would be really interesting.
I think that would be telling. Because as it is now...
I mean, he destroyed his season. He really did.
Yeah, but what was he working with there?
I know, I'm saying.
Yeah.
I want to see.
Corey, he had the Kavorka over Corey so strong, Cody, that Corey knew he'd lose.
Cody!
I have such a mental block against that. Cody knew he'd lose and he still chose Derek.
Well, he was saying that Cody thought he had a 50-50 shot, but I don't see how that could be.
I thought they did the math after, when they were like, hey, if so-and-so had not taken blah, blah, blah.
I don't know.
Who would you have voted for? And I thought...
Cody absolutely would have beaten Victoria.
Really?
Yes.
It wasn't a bitter rural jury?
Hell no, they were not going to give it to Victoria.
Alright.
They'd have to be freaking bitterer than...
bitterer?
Like Baker's chocolate.
Okay, 100%.
With like... other bitter stuff added into it.
Okay, with tonic water added in?
Yeah.
Alright. Derek is now rooting for Nicole because obviously Victor's going home. Victor was his first choice, as was mine.
Yeah. I thought it was funny that he made it clear, though, like, I don't know if she was trying to lay low or if she was just really focused on Corey, but it worked out for her.
Yeah. Well, that's true. I'll give him that. Alright, so it's time for the POV ceremony. It lasted about 3 seconds.
Right, we didn't see the speeches or anything.
I'm not using it.
So either Paul or Victor are going to the jury.
Right. So it's time for an HOH meeting. Meeting of the minds, the misfits and dope addicts.
So now Nicole's all like, Victor gives me a lot of attention, maybe we should keep him.
Yeah.
And they're just like, and no. We're gonna get rid of Victor because he is a freaking winner. Beast. We can't keep him around anymore.
Alright, time for Julie to check in. Kids, time to plead because one of you's going to jury.
I'm gonna let you finish, but Paul gave one of the best eviction speeches of all time.
He really did. I liked it.
This was what Meech's speeches were supposed to be like, but she was all like, that's not Meech's speech.
Which he emulated.
Right. He picked a few favorites from the season. He called out Natalie on the soulmate comment. He was doing his Paul speech.
6 times on the block.
Yeah, and he had a little jab for each person. He was a little baby Zingbot up there.
Yeah, Natalie took James for a ride.
Nicole is a snake.
Corey never got to first base.
Well, I don't know about that. There's been some stuff going on under the covers that you may not know about, sir.
I think that's the only base he missed.
I don't know.
All right. All right,
Victor got up there. He still had some fun with it, too. He knew he was going home. He called Corey the snake charmer.
Yeah. And he loves Paul like a brother. They're going to be hanging out forever.
So it was time for the vote, and as expected, Victor was evicted by a vote of 2-0.
So Victor's hanging out with Julie, and...
What do they possibly have to talk about?
You know what? He's been evicted 3 times, and they still have things to not talk about.
Julie's like, we have to stop meeting like this.
Don't tell us. All right, so, hey, Vic, Final Four. What the fuck?
He got boned, man.
He should have seen it coming.
Yeah, you probably should have.
Didn't he say that after the first eviction?
I mean, when you make a deal with Nicole and Corey,
he was loyal.
You shouldn't.
He was loyal to Paul.
Mm-hmm.
And Julie wants to know, what's Paul got that I ain't got?
He doesn't give an F what other people think.
He's loud. And Victor likes that.
They work well together.
Victor thinks he's the antithesis of Paul.
He's the straight man to Paul's...
Yeah. All right, so it's time for the HOH comp, and it's called What the Bleep.
Hell yeah!
I love this one.
This one is one of my favorites, too. They're pulling out all these good ones right at the end.
So good. You have to answer true or false. You watch a video clip.
Julie's like, did we bleep out blah, blah, blah?
Yeah, and you have to say true or false.
Right.
So
these were all taken from speeches because they had to pick things where everyone was present.
Right. Most after 7 videos wins.
Okay.
I was ready to crap a brick during this because I did not want to see anybody but Paul win. So...
How funny was it that James got the question about Natalie wrong? It was freaking wishful thinking that he thought she was like, I'll be with you forever, Jamesy.
And Julie made it a point of being like, no, James.
I didn't say won't be.
Yeah. All right, so at the end of 7 videos, James sucked and Paul and Nicole
like 3
were
right.
tied.
Yeah.
So it came down, I could have gotten that one right. How many
number of seconds
for the last...
The slip and slide comp.
Yeah. And it was like 4,000...
something.
Yeah.
So they were both over, but Paul was the closest, so he won the HOH!
Oh, so happy.
Yeah.
So happy.
So he's safe, but he doesn't really have any power.
No. The POV is going to have all the power, and that is going to take place tomorrow, and one more person's going home, and I guess they're starting the final HOH competition tomorrow.
Well, I don't know if we're actually going to see it tomorrow. I don't know. They usually wait a little bit.
Yeah.
So I don't think it's going to be on tomorrow.
Yeah. And I'm sure Sunday's show is going to be like the awards.
And maybe the start of the first part of HOH.
Yeah. They'll like...
But not tomorrow.
Interweave it with the BB Awards. Whatever.
All right. Well, we'll see.
Let us know what you thought in the comments, guys. Who do you want to win the POV? And until next time... Much love.
Edit.